I had no intentions on bringing Nacht in a long-form video, but news discovered this week has forced me to bring up the topic. On June 1st, 2026, a famous mod developer named oJumpy shocked the high round community for proving that Tom Phantasy's Round 255 game is now cheated. Yes, I'm referring to the Classics game. As you know, I've been playing Nacht for years on and off myself, and I was shocked to say the least. According to Sir oJumpy, this is what he stated in the ZWR Discord. After investigating in the past couple of days, I've come to the conclusion that Tom Phantasy Round 255 on Nacht is impossible and couldn't have been achieved. Zombie Killer recently played a Nacht game and he got an CI error, also known as a child GSC error, at 221.
I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, Tails. My shit froze. GG's, I guess.
I then started investigating how that could have happened and simply found out that there's a leak when you hit the box. Basically, there's a box error on BO3 just like there is on Black Ops 1, and the reason is basically the same. Something to do with the hacker. I actually noticed a similar CI error myself during a test in 2024, but I didn't think too much of it at the time. It was always theorized that there could potentially be a box error in Black Ops 3, but with the introduction to AATs or alternate ammo types, hitting the box was pointless on all 14 maps except for one. If you guessed kino or toten, you are a dumbass. I was using an external trainer to freeze zombies, so I just assumed the crash was on my end. I also had a lot of trust in Tom back then, and since he always seemed pretty ignorant of the technical side of the game, I just brushed it off. After Zombie Killer's crash, I ran multiple tests on both the latest Steam build and on the older Fit Girl repack version, which was the game that Tom played on. With 0 zombies spawned, 0 equipment thrown, and 0 drops grabbed, I always aired out between 34k to 36k box hits. In a real game, that wouldn't happen. Zombies, nades, and drops are always being used. The crash limit is significantly lower, probably around even 32k to 34k, if not lower. Jesus, oJumpy, we need to go back to the English classroom. Tom claimed he had 1,252 trades, and since Thundergun on Nacht is harder to obtain due to a faulty randomized function, unless you know the power of the devil magic, if you know, you know. I'm gonna DM him because I'm petty. Where is he? Bro. Tigers, thank you so much for bringing me the Thundergun. I appreciate that. The Thundergun average in a real game seems to be between 33 to 35, 32 being generous. Even if we were incredibly generous and gave him a 30 average, he would have had over 37,500 box hits, which is surpassing the limit. Shout out to oJumpy for giving us a small table. As you can see, the left column demonstrates the amount of box hits you get per Thundergun, aka a 25 average best case scenario, which leads to 31,300 hits, which is very close to the theoretical max hits in Black Ops 3. Only way is if he had a 25 average or lower, which is just never happening, so just from all this above, I was almost positive his game was already impossible. That could have happened. I then started looking into the late game performance. When you are very late into the game, materials and animations can be very laggy due to engine strain. Here as example, we are looking at the HUD blue animation that appears on the screen when you eat a gum. Over time, the game becomes more and more unstable and the HUD starts to look more chalked than a 304 in Las Vegas. In short terms, it's going to be borderline impossible to have the average be significantly below 28. Since the box has a total of 33 weapons inside. One of the slots is taken by the Thundergun, the only way to kill zombies in Nacht Classics or no gum after round 70. The Ray Gun Mark II is the second weapon to have out since it can kill zombies all the way up to said round 70-ish, due to the headshot multiplier, but it also removes the standard ray gun from the box, a little 2-for-1 special. The final weapon can literally be anything on the map aside from the RK5, since that's the only wall weapon that is not in the mystery box. Then there are 2 pieces of equipment you can also get out of the box. A distraction device known as the monkey bombs, and then a specialty weapon that is more useless than the Winter's Howl called the Annihilator. With all of these weapons out of the box, you are left with a 1 in 28 chance every time you hit the box, but the chances of maintaining a 25 or lower average throughout a 305-hour game with an alleged 1,252 trades is, well, not happening unless a fictitious power was in charge of your RNG. But let me know in the comment section what you think about the whole thing. I remember watching the Mr. T Lexify reaction to Tom's 255 game, and the fact that everything about that reaction is tainted digs deep with me. And I also had the chance to talk to Tom on my 221 Flawless Megas world record game. I'm disappointed to say the least, but other than that, I appreciate you all watching. Peace.